Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be taking a look at the 8th generation of processors from Intel. So if you guys remember, a while ago I made a video with leaks about this generation of processors, and then we saw that it's just gonna be a Kaby Lake refresh with the exact same SKUs, a little bit less power consumption and a little bit higher clocks. But guys, as of yesterday, the release of these processors, it seems like that this is not the case, and actually the news I have here are very good, because these CPUs seem to be very good and want to compete with AMD's Ryzen lineup. So first of all guys, we're gonna break down the SKUs, and then we're gonna talk about some benchmarks that I have here. So first of all, we have the i3s, consisting of two SKUs, the 8100, which has 4 cores, and yes guys, it's 4 real cores, not with hyperthreading. So now we have i3s with 4 cores, like the i5s that we used to have in the past. So they're obviously based in the same architecture, the 14 nanometer plus as they call it. So that's not a surprise for now. So we have 4 cores on the 8100 at 3.6 gigahertz. Obviously it's not overclockable, and it comes with a TDP of 65 watts at $117. And yes guys, I know this price is very low for a 4 core, so that's why I said this lineup is very important, and I really like what I see, because it's you're basically getting i5 performance for i3 price. So this is very nice guys. Now we have the i3 8350K, which is the overclockable SKU, and it is the first time that I'm gonna say that probably an overclockable i3 is worth it, because it has 4 cores and it is basically an i5. It has obviously a higher TDP of 91 watts and a very low price of $168. So I think that this one is going to be a killer budget CPU. Then we have the i5s, and here we start seeing 6 cores. So we have 6 cores at 2.8 gigahertz, and it boosts up to 4 gigahertz, probably only on 1 core, and then we have a 3.5 gigahertz clock on all of the 6 cores. And then we have the overclockable SKU, the 8600K, and this one has of course same core count, 6 cores, but it is overclockable, and it comes clocked right out of the box at 3.6, and it can clock up to 4.4 gigahertz and probably even close to 4.95 gigahertz with a very good cooler. Now we have the i7 8700, and here we have obviously hyperthreading, so 6 cores and 12 threads, but obviously not the overclocking ability. So we have 6 cores and 12 threads at 3.2 gigahertz, 4.6 at 1 core, and 4.2 across the whole core count, 6 cores. And then we have the overclockable SKU, the 8700K, at 6 cores and 12 threads, and a boost clock of 4.3 gigahertz, but I believe that you will easily be able to overclock it at 5 gigahertz, because I've seen some people do it actually, so it is going to be easy with a good cooler. And the price of this CPU is going to be $360, and this is very good because it is going to compete directly with the 1800X. And why I say that? Well, here we have the Cinebench R15 scores, and as you can see, the i7 8700K has a score of 1521, which is very high. And obviously something which is more impressive is the single core score, which is 205, and that means that it is going to be a killer CPU for gaming as well as productivity. And when I say that it's going to compete with the 1800X, I say that because the 1800X is very close to the i7 8700K in terms of multi-core performance, but it comes at a little bit higher price tag and it has a little bit lower single core performance. So it seems like the i7 8700K is a more reasonable choice. Now the 8600K has a score of 866 and a single core of 184, and as you can see we have some very big improvements from the previous generation, the Kaby Lake CPUs, and seems like this generation of CPUs is going to be very good value for money. And in my opinion, Intel was waiting to do that because they wanted to be the leader again, since Ryzen has started to be very popular because of the very good prices, very good price to performance ratio, and Intel didn't want AMD to be the king, so they decided to turn the table and make some very good products. So yeah guys, this is the information I've got so far. So probably I will have one of the two, either the 8700K or the 8600K here to test, and I'll come with you back with more benchmarks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click the like button below and subscribe to my channel, and I'll hopefully see you guys all in the next one.